a lot of the things that we think are instinctual are not. Like there can be teachable rules and patterns to those. I think that comes into play a lot with debugging in engineering. Like think about Jared or Adam, like how do you go about Googling an error message? What do you do?
Ooh, this could be a precursor to a future show would do.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually a deep subject. How do you Google, essentially? We want to do a deep dive. We aspire to do a deep dive on all the multifacets you can do to Google.
Yes.
A problem set.
I'll tell you, having been experienced in specific errors, is the first thing you do is copy and paste the exact text
Precisely.
into Google to see if somebody has actually put the text into a blog post and you find an exact match. That's a great way to start.
Yeah.
From there, you've got other things, but for sure, if you can get the exact error, now you may have to scrub like the unique parts out and just normalize it.
Yes.
And get rid of the parts that are unique to you, and keep the parts that are general. Otherwise, you're not going to get a hit.
How do you know what parts are unique to you? Like, give me an example of a part that would be unique to you in an error message.
A timestamp, or like if it's like a web request, specific parameters that are put into the thing, or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The first line of your terminal, not usually somebody else's. You know what I mean?
Your prompt, but my prompt that says Jared in it. Yeah.
Your computer. Yeah, exactly. Jared at MacBook, whatever, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And then what do you do if you scrub all of that information out? You have an error message, you copy and paste it, and you don't really get a ton of results, or you get some results that might be related, but kind of vague.
Right. Then I'll often generalize the search query even more. And instead of putting like an entire message in, I'll find like what kind of error it is, and I'll put that in along with my circumstance, like Elixir 1.12 or something, and then this particular error.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so you're just kind of tweaking it. You're just trying to give Google exactly what it needs to find that.
Yeah. And that's something that like our engineers, so some of our new engineers, when I was still in my instructional role, like they did exactly that first step, just copy and paste the error message and throw it into Google, but didn't know to take out the file names or parameters or function names that were specific to them, or didn't know to add keywords about what library they were using or what framework they were using. So teaching those types of things is like super insightful, but most people's first step in teaching that, and where a lot of people stop short, which you didn't, is just copy and paste the error message into Google, like go Google it. And that's about it. But there's a lot more teachable things in that.